on. So now we are going to understand the difference between phrase, clauses, and sentences. Okay. Phrase are only the group of words. You can see both the sentences like Mayank sat on a wooden chair. So here on a wooden chair is the phrase. Okay. Phrases are the words which make sense but not a complete sense. Okay. They are the words which make sense but they do not make a complete sense, and they are also not having a finite verb. I have already explained you what are finite verbs which are changed according to the subject. Okay. So phrases do not have a finite verb while clauses have a finite verb. You can see this sentence. Mayank bought this chair because it was comfortable. So this is the clause because it was comfortable. So it is having a subject and a finite verb. So it is a clause. And what is the difference between sentence and clause? Sentence always makes a complete sense, but in clauses they are dependent or may they are not making a complete sense, but they are having subject and verb. Okay. How we can identify the clause? They carries subject and verb always. They are having subject and verb, or we can say finite verb. Subject plus one finite verb they are having whenever we are talking about clauses. They are having subject plus finite verb, and a clause can be a sentence. Okay, when it is making a sense, then it is a sentence. Sentence always have finite verbs. So you can see the differences. What is the difference between these three? Phrase is a group of meaningful words, while clause is a meaningful group of words. Then sentence is a meaningful group of words again. Then it does not make complete sense. Phrases does not make a complete sense, while clauses may or may not be dependent or make a complete sense. But sentence always makes a complete sense. Then it has no finite verb. Phrases never have a finite verb with them. Clauses have one finite verb or two finite verbs it can have. Then in sentences, it has at least one finite verb. Then it has no subject or predicate. In phrases, there are no subject and predicate, whereas in clauses, there are subject and finite verb. And in sentences also, there are subject and predicate. In clauses also, there are subject and predicate. Then it has no finite verb. It has one finite verb in clauses, and in sentences, it can have one or more finite verbs. Now it is clear, children? Is it clear? Types of clauses, we have types of clauses like main or independent clause, which is not dependent on anyone. Okay, main or independent clause, or we are having dependent or subordinate clause. When it is dependent on another to complete its meaning, that is known as dependent and subordinate clause. Okay, and it is joined with subordinating conjunctions. Okay, like you can give example. We can have an example. This book was written by someone who has a thorough knowledge of the subject. So what this book was written by someone. This book was written by someone was written by someone who have thorough knowledge, who have thorough knowledge, thorough knowledge, who have thorough knowledge this book is written by someone who have thorough knowledge of the subject. So children, can you tell me what is the main clause over here? Can you tell what is the main clause over here? Tell me what is the main clause here? Can you tell me the main clause? Anyone? So main clause here is this book was written by someone. This is the main clause, and this is the dependent clause who have thorough knowledge of the subject. Okay, because if I will write who have the thorough knowledge of the subject, it does not make a complete sense. It needs this sentence to complete its meaning. So the sentence which needs the other sentence to complete its meaning, that is called a main clause. Okay, the subordinate clause need the main clause to complete its meaning, that is called a main clause. Okay, the clause which is needed to complete the meaning, that is called the main clause. Okay, is it clear, children? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear to
Yes,
everyone?
ma'am.
Then we can have one more
Yes.
example. I will leave now because it is getting late. I will leave now because it is getting late. So again, you can see, I think, I will leave now because it is getting late. I will leave now is a complete sentence. It doesn't need any other sentence to complete its meaning. So it is the main clause. Okay, I will leave now because it is getting late. I will leave now because it is getting late. So here you can see, what is the subordinate clause here, children? Can you tell me? Can you tell me which sentence needs the principal main clause to complete its meaning? Ananya? Anya, can you tell? Can you tell
Ma'am,
sentences which is the main clause and subordinate clause?
ma'am, I will leave now is a main clause.
Very good. It is the main clause, and subordinate clause because it is getting late is the subordinating clause. Very good. So I think the concept is clear to you all. Any
Yes,
problem to
ma'am.
anyone?
Ma'am, can you please once tell subordinate clause?
Subordinate clause need the principal clause to complete its meaning. If I'll write because it is getting late, so the sentence is clear to you because it is getting late. If I'll say because it is getting late, so is it clear
No,
to you?
ma'am.
No. It needs this sentence to complete its meaning. I will leave now because it is getting late. So the sentence which needs one more sentence to complete its meaning, that is called a subordinate clause, and it needs and complete sentence. And if I'll write I will leave now, so it is a complete sentence. It doesn't need any other sentence to complete its meaning. So it is a main clause, okay, which do not need any other sentence to complete its meaning. That is called a main clause. Fine, Ananya, fine now?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.